All right, all right, all right. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm so sick of bullshitters, bro. I am just so sick of liars. And I gotta keep helping the community see because the conscious community is totally brainwashed, full of groupies, gullible people. They don't care about liars, they don't care about scammers, they don't care about none of that. They will push scammers to the forefront and just disrespect the black community. Okay? When you're a habitual liar and habitually lie to black people on purpose, that's that's a wicked thing to do. Okay? So when you religiously, habitually lie to all your so-called friends, followers, you're basically saying to them, you guys are dumb as hell. You guys are gullible. And I can tell you stupid motherfuckers, you want to be down motherfuckers, anything. Right? When someone habitually lies to you, that's what they think about you. Especially Garfield Reed, the Jamaican. Garfield Reed, the Jamaican, don't give a fuck about African Americans. He will shit on y'all's reparation movements. He will shit on it and try to stop any progress or understanding that African Americans can have for reparations because he's a hateful demon. Okay? Now, let me show you what I'm talking about because Garfield has been lying for the last 3 days, and I've been meaning to expose him on this, but I just didn't have time, and. But when he came on today talking about his book is a #1 seller, lying to y'all and disrespecting y'all, and basically telling y'all you guys are stupid, I can tell you anything and you will believe it. He don't give a fuck about you, okay? I've been telling people this forever. They just don't see it. Motherfuckers is blind or don't care. I think it's all the above. I think people who follow Garfield and always on his channel really don't give a fuck. I think they know he's a bullshitter, but since they don't have clout, they don't have people following on their YouTube channels, they gravitate to Garfield so they can be seen and heard. So they'll sell out to be seen and heard, knowing Garfield is so full of shit, but they keep kikiing with this nigga and fronting when they know he's really a bullshitter. So let's talk about this lie Garfield has been saying for the last 3 days, just so I can show you. Yes, right here. Garfield been Dagger Squad University. Garfield's book, #1 bestseller on Amazon. Wow. He knows it's not #1 seller, but it's a trick that they do. It's also a trick Amazon does to help the new author or author and give them help their ego, make them feel good so they can market their book. Amazon wants you to market your book when it's on Amazon because the more marketing, the more sales you may get and the more money Amazon gets. It's all about money. But they help you bullshit them. Excuse me, Amazon helps you bullshit your followers. And we're going to go on to that. But the thing about this is, a lot of these people who've written books know this. I don't know why they're letting Garfield lie to people. Okay? But because they're trying to protect Garfield and make Chief X seem like he's wrong all the time, they kiki with him and co-sign him and bullshit with him, knowing he's a jive turkey. Okay, so here's Garfield, #1 bookseller on Amazon. Wow. This was 3 days ago. But every day since, all he does, you see, is #1. Is post about his book. It's just a cover and claiming that it's #1. He tripled down on it today. Okay? So, like, let me just show you the screenshot he leaves up on these videos. Watch.
Okay, the family. Let me get this fear.
That Salvation for Ross.
Okay, it's not there, but for me not to be too long, let me just break it on down. Okay, this is a publishing company, Ocean Reed Review. He doesn't like to jive people, but he knows how people he publish likes to see that tag as Amazon bestseller. But it's a bunch of bullshit. Let me just explain because I want everybody to see all the words. Okay. Amazon bestseller or Amazon bullshit? Amazon bestseller is a status. Excuse me. Amazon bestseller status is a popular carrot. You know how you dangle a carrot over someone's head? You're teasing them. That's what they're saying. So if someone says they have the Amazon status is a Amazon bestseller status, what they're doing is dangling a carrot over your head in hopes that you bite. 100% of Garfield's supporters bit. 100% of Garfield's friends bit. 100% of Garfield's friends and supporters and followers can be called gullible. Because they did what? They bit the carrot that was Garfield dangled over their heads. Let's continue. Bestseller status is a popular carrot for all authors. What authors? All authors. Let me widen this up. I don't want people to miss a word. For all authors. I get it, he's saying. However, let's be real. What does Chief X do? And say, let's be real, family. God damn. Let's just be real. Stop bullshitting each other. Let's be real. A little while ago, I received an email from one of our authors. It was a familiar email, an email I am receiving at least 2 to 3 times a month. An influencer I know just launched her book, and it's a #1 Amazon bestseller in less than 24 hours. How can we do that? Authors crave. In other words, Garfield Reed craves bestseller status. Crave bestseller status to improve their marketing and increase their ego. Authors, let's read that again. Authors crave bestseller status to improve their marketing and increase their ego. In other words, it's saying Garfield Reed of the Dagger Squad crave bestseller status to improve their marketing and increase their what? Ego. But the much sought after seal of approval stating you are an Amazon bestseller is nothing more than a monetary gasp that lasts 10 seconds. Is not going to warrant any actual longevity in your promotional efforts, and for lack of a better term, complete rubbish. AKA complete bullshit. You do not have a #1 selling book. Let's go. It's a promotional tool that some authors like to play on unwitting readers. Let's read it again. It's a promotional tool that some authors like to play on unwitting readers. In other words, Garfield played you and you're the unwitting reader. Or worse, an amateur publishers. Garfield's an amateur publishers. I'm sorry. Not the publishers. Amateur publishers, like publishing companies, they try to sell you the service. If you publish with us, we will make you an Amazon bestseller. It's all game, but I'm going to explain it to you. Chief X is going to enlighten the black people. I'm not going to be like Garfield and lie to black people. I'm the righteous one. The liars are unrighteous. You choose. It's fucking simple. I'm an Amazon bestseller. The statement from an author that they are an Amazon bestseller is meant to make you think their book is selling like hotcakes. So what Garfield's doing is trying to make you think that their book, his book, is selling like hotcakes. But if you look into it, what they are really saying is that their book was temporarily number one on some abstract bestsellers list that Amazon makes up. Some abstract bestseller list that Amazon makes up. They do that because they're trying to help you and make you feel good, make you think your book is this. But you do it in Amazon and you are in cahoots. Amazon has hundreds of books. Amazon has hundreds of obscure book categories. And a book that is number one on these lists isn't anywhere near the number one of books needing to be sold to truly become a number one bestseller on Amazon or any other bestsellers list. Secondly, Amazon only accounts for approximately 40 to 50% of book sales in the United States, depending on the genre and format, and even less on the global ball. But hold on! We're going to get deep. And let's not be naive, they're saying. It's common knowledge. It's common sense science. It's common knowledge that Amazon updates each book sales ranking on the hour. Therefore, a book that is number one today doesn't mean it will be number one tomorrow. For all we know, by the time you finish reading it, it may have dropped to number 2,563. Now, let me just bypass this and we're going to get on to it. This is just breaking it down. This is just information for you, but I just don't want to make this video too long because you guys have short attention spans. Okay, now he's coming back to this after he explained how book sales go and how the jive goes. Now he said, now back to the Amazon bestsellers ranking. Basically, he said, let me debunk these bullshitters. In 2016, Brent Underwood, who works in book marketing, achieved bestseller status for his book called Putting My Foot Down. It was 1 page long, featured a picture of his left foot, and became number one Amazon bestseller in a matter of minutes with the sale of just 3 copies. So let's hear that again. Brent Underwood, who's also a publisher company and stuff, he just wanted to show people how bullshit it is. So Brent Underwood, who works in the book marketing, achieved bestseller status for his book, Putting My Foot Down. It was a 1 page long, featured a picture of his foot. It became number one seller on Amazon bestseller in a matter of minutes with the sale of just 3 copies. I was fairly certain that it wouldn't make many copies to hit the top of the category, particularly since Amazon lets you choose the category. So, the thing is, when a person is uploading the book to Amazon and all that sort of stuff, they choose the category, right? So this is why Garfield's book is under the category genealogy. But his book is nothing about genealogy. His book is about religion. So if he put it under the category of religion, it would have no ranking whatsoever and wouldn't even make the top 500. Because nobody knows Garfield. Nobody even buying his book. At best, maybe 50 people have bought his book so far. At best. So what is that? What? Maybe $1,000 you get and 50 people buy your books, and then that's just not even all profit. But go ahead, from all the whole year, 2 years of work, and you get $500. But anyway, you can choose the category. Garfield chose genealogy because Garfield has read this stuff and he knows how to fake y'all out. Garfield's smart. He's a smart scammer. He knows how to fake y'all out, so he knows this. That's why he chose the category genealogy. If nobody in America really wrote a genealogy book in the last week, and you title your book genealogy, then you might be #1 seller in genealogy because nobody's written a genealogy book in that hour or in that week. So it's tricks they play. Okay, so to choose, particularly since Amazon lets you choose the category. Underwood commented, I overshot my mark a little bit and probably could have done it with just a simple copy with a more obscure category. So people be choosing obscure categories to put their book under on Amazon, and you have some obscure categories. I think they have something like over 1,000 categories you can choose to upload your book under. So you can upload it under some obscure category and automatically be #1 seller in that specific category. His category choice was transpersonal psychology. Whatever the hell that is. I have to admit, as someone who has worked in this industry near on 2 decades, even I am surprised by how on earth a giant like Amazon and Kindle direct publishing state they can go through such a rigorous review process before approval and hint at 72 hours waiting period to see that a book that clearly was a prank can be achieved such as a status in only a few hours. So it was a prank and it got #1 status in a few hours. So what Garfield did is when he did that, then he screenshotted it, and now he's showing to you guys as if his book is #1 seller. It's a game because he doesn't respect you idiots. He didn't respect your reparations movement. He don't respect your intelligence. He plays on your intelligence on a daily basis. And I'm just baffled that you guys don't call him on it. Just like he said he has a bachelor's degree and still hasn't shown that. Oh, we'll get to that too right now, but before I leave. Regardless, Underwood got a screen capture of the bestseller banner, like Garfield did. He got a screen capture of the bestseller banner. And could now add best-selling author to his resume if he was an idiot. If he was an idiot. Let me just read what they're saying. Regardless, Underwood got a screen capture of the bestseller banner and could now add best-selling author to his resume if he was an idiot. So he's saying this is what idiots do. This is what people like Garfield do. Idiots. This may be an extreme example, but he's just giving you an example. But the Amazon bestseller system is nothing new or unique. Authors, particularly those of business books, are using techniques like this to present an image of themselves that is not authentic. So what is Garfield doing? Presenting an image of himself that is not authentic. Nobody is buying that book except his close YouTuber friends and followers, a few Hebrew Israelites. I doubt if he sold 50 copies, possibly, but at best, on my mama, I would bet bet money, only at best 50 copies. 50 copies times $20 is about $1,000. So let's just say all that is profit. So you possibly have got $1,000 after all this work and time and years and what have you, and then it's going to drop off and nobody will be buying it. Book sales do not make money. If you think you're going to make money or get rich off of book sales, you're sadly mistaken. If they do this with their own book, what else can be drawn into question about their ethics and moral value? This is what I keep telling you about these niggas. If someone would do this, this is what he's saying. If someone does what Garfield has just done to you guys, if they do this with their own book, which he did, what else can be drawn into question about their ethics and moral values? It's the same thing. I told you, if a nigga tell you his family left him $1 million and lied and said that, which Garfield did, and it's on video, on tape, He lied saying his family left him $1 million. He's lying saying his mom was a doctor. He lied and said he had a bachelor's degree. Every day he's lying to you dumb motherfuckers. He has no ethics and moral value when it comes to y'all. Now, let's see what the dude did. Now, here's the guy who did the foot book and became #1 bestseller with only 1 page of some bullshit. I became a best-selling author on Amazon in 5 minutes with $3. $3. This is Brent Underwood. I would like to tell you about the biggest lie. Let me blow this up. I don't want people to miss a word because Chief X don't drop nothing but receipts all the time and everybody knows it. Okay, Brent Underwood. I would like to tell you about the biggest lie in book publishing. It appears in the biographies and social media profiles of almost every working author today, and it's the word bestseller. This isn't about how the New York Times list is biased, although it is. This isn't about how the authors buy their way onto various national bestsellers lists by buying their own books in bulk. Certain rich people buy their own books in bulk and then front like they got some bestseller and they're selling a whole lot. Okay. No, this is about the far more insidious title of Amazon's bestseller. Damn. Insidious title of Amazon's bestseller and how it's complete and utter nonsense. What does he say? It's complete and utter nonsense. Garfield has told you complete and utter nonsense, and you ignorant niggas bit. Here's what happened in the book industry over the last years. As Amazon has become the big dog in the book world, the Amazon bestseller status has come to be synonymous with being an actual bestseller. This is not true, and he can prove it. How an author became an Amazon bestselling author. A while ago, I put up a fake book on Amazon. I took a photo of my foot, uploaded it as a book to Amazon, and in a matter of hours, had achieved #1 bestseller status. By putting up what? A fake book on Amazon, took a photo of his foot, uploaded it to Amazon, and in a matter of hours, he had achieved #1 bestseller status. Complete with the orange banner. Let's see. 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 Let's see.
That is in there for their arch.
Let's see that orange banner #1. Let's go. Orange banner and everything. How many copies did I need to sell to be able to call up my mother and celebrate my newfound authorial achievements? Just 3. Yes! A total of 3 copies to become best-selling author, and he bought 2 of those copies. The reason people aspire to call themselves best-selling authors is because it dramatically increases your credibility and personal brand. So he lied to you in hopes that he can dramatically increase his credibility and personal brand. His credibility is shot. It can establish you as a thought leader. So Garfield now telling he's a thought leader. I'm going to be traveling everywhere. I'm going to make a movie of one of the chapters. This is what he's been saying today. Just think about what he's saying. I'm going to make a movie of one of the chapters. I'm going to be traveling over here. I'll be going to Africa shortly to talk about my book and be a speaker there. This is all the shit he's telling you because it can be establish you as a... Oops. How do I get this back over here? Oops. Oops. Okay, we're back. Okay. Here we are again. Okay. Okay, so the reason people aspire to call themselves best-selling authors is because it dramatically increases your credibility and personal brand. It can establish you as a thought leader. You are able to show that you not only wrote a book, but that market has judged it to be better than other books out there. It's a status symbol, one that crashes in on the prestige of one of man's oldest pastimes. At last, I had acquired this coveted title for myself. I'm a partner at a marketing company called Brass Check. Over the years, we have helped launch 30 legitimate New York Times bestsellers, including several at the Salt. My company has helped sell over 5 million books at that. So he hasn't helped market people's books. So he knows this business, but he's educating you because he doesn't like the scrupulous way people do things. So he's launched books with Amazon, including Amazon, so he knows all about this shit. Okay, so he continues on to say, we have important rules at my company about the projects we take on. We don't work with authors whose books we wouldn't read ourselves, and we wouldn't guarantee bestseller status. They're not into guaranteeing bestseller status to the people they work with. We say no to more work than we say yes to, but these principles help us avoid the gimmicky, the gimmick one-hit wonders who aren't looking to write great books, but instead are looking to trick people into thinking they have. Garfield is trying to trick you into thinking he wrote a great book. It possibly could be great, but I'm just saying. Into thinking they have, but he's tricked you. But it's begun to feel a bit like losing battle because those authors are everywhere these days. The title of my fake book was Putting My Foot Down for a Reason. I've become utterly exhausted with phony authors and the scam artists and charlatans who conspire with these folks. The cottage industry that has built up around them, selling courses, instructions, and hacks. A quick Google search returns dozens of them. Everybody's trying to tell you to teach you how to become a bestseller. Pay me this, pay me that. Okay. They're just showing you that people be paying for these statuses as bestseller. This lady, you can give her $3,200 and she'll make sure your shit is on point. Okay, so he like this. Sigh. It used to be a real mark of distinction to hit the bestsellers list because there were fewer lists and fewer authors, and before ebooks, pricing across the books was pretty universal as well. The New York Times list had been the most prestigious published in one form or another since 1931. Okay, it just goes on to say, so an industry person can tell you that these lists have their problems. There is barely concealed editorial advice. Okay, book scan. Let me just go on to the meat. Because of the high bar, the term best-selling author, because of the high bar, the term best-selling author was a term with some meaning. It was seen as something that was earned through a lot of hard work. But today, that designation has changed for the worse. It's like when you see the food described as natural. The FDA doesn't actually regulate that term. So it's basically meaningless. So we see this is a natural food. It's a meaningless term they stamp on packages. Because the FDA don't regulate it. Just like it's meaningless to say I'm have the #1 seller. It's meaningless. It's about time that readers and the media, which breathlessly repeats the best-selling claims of these authors, wised up. He's telling you, like I'm telling you, to fucking wise up and stop falling for these fake-ass authors' bullshit. So let me show you exactly how I became a #1 Amazon bestseller for $2 and a photo of my foot in less than 5 minutes with screenshots and proof. Hopefully, as my partner Ryan has put it, once you understand how the sausage is made, you won't want to eat it anymore. He said, I didn't feel like writing a book, so instead I just took a photo of my foot. I called the book Putting My Foot Down and included one page with, you guessed it, a photo of my foot. There go his foot. I enlarged it so it's hard to see, but that's his foot in the picture he took. So step 2, let me make it smaller so you can really see a little bit better. Okay, so you put the picture of his foot. And you just show, enter your book name, Putting My Foot Down, book featuring my foot, verifying rights and choose. Amazon has their own bestseller rankings for book based upon categories. If you're in the top 100 in your Amazon category, you will see a bestseller ranking. Below the title, a book at the #1 spot in any given category will get #1 bestseller banner featured and title next to it. This lets potential customers know that the book is a top-selling item in that category. If the book holds up to the top spot in a category for months, that's saying something. Hitting it for an hour, which is how often Amazon refreshes its rankings, screenshotting it. This is what Garfield did. Hitting it for an hour, which is often how Amazon refreshes its rankings every hour, screenshotting it, and calling yourself a bestseller author for life. Well, a few more things to know in case you want to try this at home. Amazon has over 500 categories for books, down to things like specific as transpersonal movements and Freemasonry studies, as you'll see below. When you publish on Amazon, Amazon allows you to choose the category. Amazon allows you to choose the category. Garfield, instead of being honest and putting it under religion, he chose genealogy. And his book is not about genealogy. You can set the price for your book down to 99 cents. I decided my foot was worthy of the transpersonal. So he put his book, the fake book, under the category of transpersonal category under psychology books, and Freemasonry and secret societies category under social science. He's joking. I've always wanted to have affiliation with the Freemasons. So he shows you how to do it right here. Verify your publishing rights. Target your book to customers. Designing your cover. Amazon. Blah 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 blah. So he uploaded or created a book cover. He created a picture in a book cover and uploaded it basically. And he's showing you how he did it. And it says cover updated successfully right here. Let me blow it up again. You see, cover uploaded successfully. Waiting for approval from Amazon. The waiting is the worst part for the process. What if Amazon rejected my foot? So here it goes right here. Putting my foot down. Status in review. 99 cents. Never mind, we're approved. So congratulations, your book, Putting My Foot Down, is live in the Kindle store and currently enrolled in such and such and such. It is available for readers to purchase. So he showed you how he did that and how he got #1 status with a fake book. Because he chose an obscure category. Then he screenshotted it once it became #1, and that's what he shows everybody now to gain clout and to lie and seem like he's important. Oh man, the limits people will go to lie and bullshit you. They don't give a fuck about you. You guys are just gullible idiots. Okay, so he's just showing you how it's proved. Just a few short hours, another book is added to Amazon Extraordinary called One Star. Excuse me. So he sold 3 copies. He bought 2 of the 3. And look, step 5. We made it. Putting My Foot Down, a book featuring my foot. Look, right here where my arrow is, he now has #1 bestseller for a fake book that got 3 purchases, and 2 of the purchases was his. So this is how these frauds do you. They go, now he can post on LinkedIn right here. See? Brent Underwood, #1 best-selling author. And have his information on LinkedIn like he's some #1 best-selling author now. Because he achieved this screenshot of his banner. Success. Just a reminder to the kids that if you work hard, own an iPhone with a working camera and have no shame, you too can be a #1 best-selling author. Garfield has what? No shame. He has no shame in the limits he will go to lie and bullshit you. Oh my God, this is crazy. Now, what was I going to say? It was something else I was going to touch. Bear with me. This is important. Damn. It was real important. Let me see if I can remember. This is just like a nail in the coffin about Garfield. But this is what Garfield is doing. Amazon bestseller fraud. He's committing Amazon bestseller fraud. But what was this thing? It was something else I just got to do because I can't stop this video until I figure out this dagger I had on my mind just a minute ago. Hold on. Oh my God. I might have to do a part 2, but hold on. Oh, I figured it out. Oh, I figured it out. Hold on. Here we go. We got you, Garfield. We got your ass. We got your motherfucking black ass. Let's just do this. One second. Let's just do this. Oh, hold on. Watch this, John. So remember I told you Garfield lied about his having a bachelor's degree, right? So hold on. Let me show you. Oh my God. Okay. So I said Garfield don't have a bachelor's degree, and I would pay him $100 to prove he has a bachelor's degree and actually say what college he got his bachelor's degree from. Garfield refuses to say what college he got a bachelor's degree from because he don't have one. So what Garfield said and told everybody, I can show you the video, but to save time, I won't. He said, if you guys want proof of my bachelor's degree, email me. I'll send you an invoice and such and such and such and such, and then I'll shoot you my bachelor's degree proof. So when someone tried to, Patrick G, can I make this bigger? Let me see. So Patrick G hits me, yo, Chief, I thought you would find this amusing. This is the invoice to see. This is the invoice to see Garfield reads degrees. I just want to make sure you see this. Hold on. Because I come with receipts. I don't just talk. Everybody knows. If I'm exposing somebody, I play their words, and then I show you how their words are wrong. That's how you do it. You don't lie on people if you're trying to expose them. Okay. What does it say right here? From Garfield Reed. Can you see? To such and such on July 1st, when I was telling you he was lying about his bachelor's degrees. Subject, invoice number, such and such from Garfield Reed. Garfield Reed. He sent dude a $1,800 invoice due July 15th. Pay this invoice. Invoice number such and such. Number 1, degree, $1,800. Subtotal, $1,800. Sales tax, 0. Total amount, $1,800. Now here he goes. Dear PM Griffin, to view your invoice for $1,800, click below. We also attach PDF copy of it for your records. Best regards, who? Garfield Reed. Garfield Reed. Okay? So, in order to deflect people away so he doesn't have to prove his bachelor's degree, which he doesn't have, he would charge you $800. Knowing you're not going to pay $1,800, then he doesn't have to show you his bachelor's degree because he doesn't have one. So in order for you to want to see Garfield's bachelor's degree, you have to email him. And Garfield emails you back and charges you $1,800 to see proof of his bachelor's degree. Now, say for instance, this guy clicked on this to pay the invoice. Just say he was some rich man. Or just add $1,800 because he wanted to really prove Garfield wrong and show he doesn't have any, he just pays his $1,800. Then what? Guess what? Garfield keeps this man's $1,800 and never shows him because he doesn't have a bachelor's degree. Now, this guy who paid the $1,800 and Garfield's going to be in a battle about this $1,800. Just like Garfield was in a battle with people he was doing credit repair to because they wanted their money back because he couldn't remove their student loans. When I told you niggas and I showed you proof and receipts that you cannot remove student loans. When people tell you they can remove your student loans, they're just trying to lure you in, take your money, then not be able to remove your student loan, and then not give you your refund back. But the guy I forced Garfield to give that man his money back. Y'all remember? Thank me. I helped the victim get their money back by exposing Garfield. But you guys don't care about these victims. You guys only care about the scammer. And that scammer and habitual liar is Garfield Reed. Period. 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 Garfield is a full-blown fraud, habitual liar, and he doesn't respect you guys. I knew that when he didn't respect you guys' reparations movement, he badmouthed it and tried to put a bad name on it. That reparations movement was for African Americans, not Jamaican Americans. Jamaican Americans had their own thing going on in Jamaica regarding their reparations called CARICOM. Nobody bashed Jamaicans' efforts for their reparations and bashed the people who was leading the way for reparations in Jamaica. Not one African American bashed their movement, their attempts, or anything that Jamaicans were doing. African Americans was on board with that. We all need our reparations. You get yours from the Brits, we get ours from the Americans, from America, and so on and so on. But Garfield Reed single-handedly shitted on y'all's reparations movement, and you bitch-ass cowards let him do it. You bitch-ass niggas didn't say nothing. You bitch-ass niggas cheered him on to spit fire and make it seem like our reparations movement in attempt to get reparations was fraudulent and that it shouldn't happen and we don't deserve a motherfucking thing because Garfield said all we're gonna do is buy motherfucking cars and blow it on bullshit. This Jamaican American told you, black Americans, what you ain't gonna do shit with it. Basically, he's saying you niggas is dumb as fuck and you ain't gonna do shit with the money. I'm jealous that you might get it and that we're talking about it because I'm a Jamaican American and you ain't nothing gonna happen with you bitch ass black Americans. That's what he was saying in layman's terms. You sorry ass bitch ass niggas who support Garfield Reed. I'm so sick of you niggas.